You know when someone is selling from stage and at the end the audience gets up and rushes to the back of the room to buy? That's a table rush. My name is Mischa Z, and the Table Rush Talk Show is all about bringing you the tools, strategies, and tactics that you can use to grow your audience and inspire them to buy. So, I had a great idea. I actually think it's a great idea on a product to sell in what's called a cart funnel. Anybody who's been listening to this podcast for a bit knows that I'm embedded in the Russell Brunson ecosystem, and you create things, or you already have products to sell through a funnel. So I'm going to talk about what I'm going to sell through the cart funnel. Okay, what I'm going to sell through a cart funnel. I think a better place to start is, there's tons of stuff to sell on a funnel. I had come up with an idea for this massive course, right? That is quite a ways away from even being messy enough, I feel like, to start pre-selling. But that could just be an illusion. Anyway, I really want to have something to sell through a funnel. I've spent all this time and energy and effort learning about funnels, how to create funnels, how to sell with funnels, how to create traffic, all this sort of things. And I'm like, I just want a product to sell quick, gosh darn it. So, I came up with the future pacing card deck and the trial close card deck. And people who are familiar with sales know that it's good to practice trial closes, like pre-closing. Get the audience shaking their head yes. It's very effective for one-to-many selling. So whether that's through a webinar, with live or recorded, selling from stage, sales letters, landing pages that are designed to sell to traffic coming through, whether you're selling something on a podcast. This might irritate some people as well who are like, I don't want to sell. Well, I do. Mischa wants to sell, and Mischa wants to sell one-to-many. So this is for people who want to sell. They have a product or a product offering or a service, and they want to get better at selling their product to their perfect dream customer, their niche customer. And I've spent many, many years selling. A lot of the bulk of it was home loans, Wells Fargo, paper home loans for people with the best credit who could provide all their income and asset documentation. Generally speaking, successful people in the business realm or in their careers or what have you. Where am I going with this? Yeah, sorry about that diversion. You know why that came to me? I was just having a conversation with a friend, and the friend was getting a little irritated that I was talking about selling and closing and encouraging people to buy and using strategies and tactics to do that. And he was of the mind of, he had the more beautiful ideal of what I have to offer is so great that people will just see it and want it. And that somehow asking for the order is perhaps cheesy or not cool. And I took a pretty strong stance and was like, you know what? Like, I got my dream customer that, wants help, and I can help them with my product, with my service. So, heck yes, I'm going to ask them to buy it. Encourage them to buy it in subtle and direct ways. Anyhow. Tasteful. He was all about tasteful. It's got to be tasteful. Like, yeah. Got to be tasteful. I get it. It's just so funny to me. Anyway, so practicing trial closes, getting the audience shaking their head yes or no to you as you're talking to them, or they're reading your sales letter or things like that, is a very powerful tool. So that when you ask for the order, tastefully, of course, they're already in the mode of saying yes. They're in agreement. And having them shake their head no can be powerful too, because you can help them say no about things they don't want and yes about things they do want. Future pacing. Future pacing is setting up the vision of the emotional state they can get to or leave. And that's another very positive, or a very cool tactic, I think. Strategy, and then tactics on how to future pace. So future pacing is the strategy, and what are some tactics within that? Literally, like, what are things that, what and when would you say? And where would you say it? So my card deck is going to help you practice future pacing. The trial closes is getting them to say yes, or perhaps no. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? It's hilarious. As I've been talking about this, I have not been using many tactics, right? I haven't, have I? No, I didn't think so. But it's a really cool concept, correct? Yeah, like you could see how it would work. Yeah, so you could see how by setting a future expectation of where somebody would be, that would perhaps help them make a yes decision, right? Or you can see that, hey, if I don't take advantage of using trial closes, perhaps I won't sell as much as I want to. Like, not using trial closes is no good, right? Do you want to sell more? Yes? Do you want to sell less? No. Anyhow, I just think, like, imagine how, if you could sell just one more unit a month by employing trial closes and future paces, like, how much extra money is that for you? Incrementally, would that make a difference? Would that be a car payment, a house payment? Or perhaps you're selling something smaller and applying proper future pacing and trial closes in your sales letter will help you sell 100 extra $29 things a month. Like, that's what, $2,900. Is that money that you want? Would that help, pay your car payment, mortgage payment, get your kids to private school, a couple extra sick date nights a week for your wife so your relationship thrives? Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? Anyhow, by the time this episode goes to launch, I hope I've got a link for you to get your future pacing cards and your trial close card deck, your future pace card deck and or your trial close card deck. Anyway, that's my inspired idea for something to sell through a funnel. And then, of course, I'll let you go in one sec. Then, of course, around that, I would need to have some upsells, downsells, one-time offers, things like that. But we'll save that for another episode. Peace out.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Table Rush Talk Show. For resources to help you sell your stuff, go to belove.media/resources. That's belove.media/resources. And be sure to subscribe, comment, 5-star, and share. Thank you again for listening.